Hi everyone, I'm Corion, your witch in residence here on YouTube. And today I'm going to talk about the Rankin Bass Frosty the Snowman series, the one we all grew up with. Before I do, I just want to say there is going to be a second video this week. Um, I'm putting together something special. It was sparked by a conversation on the Writer Brothers Discord, and I would very much like to put that to a video. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's dig into Frosty the Snowman. So, we all know the tale, right? Um, Kids create a snowman, they take a magic hat, they put it on the snowman, and he becomes their friend and plays with them and has a good time. But eventually starts to melt, and they have to get him to the North Pole to save his life. Now, what struck me about this is yes, there's a magic hat, but that really just brings the snowman to life. And it's the kids that do it, right? One could argue that the hat is magical, but one could argue that the hat isn't, and that it was the kids that made that magic. And around this time of year, I think that message might very well be the most important. This time of year is when we get the opportunity to make the magic for others more than any other time, right? How many times have you, as a person who have received gifts, gotten something that made you just go, wow, that's amazing, or moved you very deeply, or even, just touched your heart? That's magic, guys. That is the absolute magic of somebody putting in the effort to try to create wonder in you. And that's an important piece, right? How many times have you gone to somebody's house and they've made cookies and they made you smile and they made you feel wonderful that somebody put in the effort to do that? That's magic, okay? And how many times have you just sat with a nice beverage, watched the snow fall, and looked out and just were in awe of it? Well, that's magic as well. Guys, we own the magic hat, okay? We can make our own magic now. And I would argue as we get older, it's our responsibility to make that magic for the younger generation. My daughter's deep into the anime Demon Slayer. Okay. I think it's great that she is. She's loving it, and that's wonderful. And I found the manga books for her, and I went ahead and picked up a bunch of them. And leading up to the season, we've been giving them to her one at a time. And every time she looks like she can't believe somebody did that for her, that it was wonderful, that she didn't even know that she wanted this as much as she did. And now that she's got it, she won't let them go. It's kind of adorable watching her hug books to her as she walks down the hall. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. We have the capability to do that. And you know what's all that's required to do that is? Pay attention to those people around you. Listen to their stories, right? We need to listen actively and remember what we hear from them, okay? My daughter was talking about the Demon Slayer anime, and so I did a little research and found out, oh yeah, no, it's based on a manga, and that manga is available, and so we picked some up. That's my point. Okay, guys? Just listen to the people around you. They will tell you what they're into. And are you going to get it right every time? No, right? But the fact that you're trying, the fact that you're the person that sits down and says, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot, right? I'm going to go ahead and make the effort and, just try to get something that that person will like, or make something that I know their grandmother used to make, or, maybe take them to a place that always meant something big for them when they were a kid. When I was a kid, there was a place that used to be near here called Cullen Gardens Miniature Village. And every year I loved going there around Christmas time because they'd have the whole miniature village decked out for Christmas, and they had a Christmas like Santa Claus parade, and I loved that. And the place got bought up and sold and turned into apartment buildings. But every year my wife will get me a piece for my own little miniature Christmas village. I've got several now, and some of them are rather silly and rather funny. I think I probably have the only Christmas village in the world with a Wiccan like temple at it, and which is busily carrying gifts and presents to the ritual site. But the point is, we made something wonderful and we made something special. And I love setting it up every year. I love turning it all on and watching all the little characters move around. And if I don't set it up, the little kids that visit our place get upset that it's not built yet. And that to me is part of the magic too. They want it there because they spend hours looking at all the little people and everyone moving around and the little figurines moving around on the ice rink. And there's a joke going now because I'm also a Warhammer player that somewhere in the village there's probably a space marine wandering around. But the idea is it's fun and it's wonderful and it fills everybody involved with joy. And that's the power of the magic we create. Are you going to make yourself a dancing snowman? Probably not. But magic now isn't about grand gestures and lightning being called from the heavens. Right now, magic is about the small wonders we make for each other that make us all believe in the power of goodness and the human spirit and make us want to reach out to those things more. So that's what I would like you guys to try to do this year, okay? Don't think of it as homework. Think of it as part of the job of being a grown-up in the season. Right? And that job is making wonder for others. Do something wonderful. Arrange all the garden gnomes in the neighborhood into a Christmas village, or make people believe that Santa's on the roof, or just treat your loved one to a Christmas that they will never forget, because I promise you it's worth it. And the memories of seeing wonder in somebody else's face is just as valuable as feeling that wonder yourself. Guys, I want to thank you very, very much for your time today. I would like to remind you all to please go out and vote. Today is the last day for this round of voting, and I would very much like to move on. I appreciate you all. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.